everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Teresa Foss of Teresa Foss Beauty. And if you are following me on Instagram, I just unboxed my Ipsy November subscription. If you're not following me on Instagram, why aren't you? It's at Teresa Foss Beauty. Anyway, if you are here today for the first time, we're gonna be talking about all kinds of fun things, glam, makeup, beauty, fashion, and all that good stuff. But anyway, back to today, we are going to be doing a really fun, festive tutorial with the products that I got in my Ipsy Glam Bag subscription and icon box. So let's get to it. First up, I would love to try out this Alamar Cosmetics, I'm gonna butcher this, I'm sorry, Destino palette. It's like a vacation in a palette. Isn't that pretty? So let's check out these colors. So there's some matte shades and some shimmer shades. I'm gonna swatch all the mattes first so you guys can see them. So here are all the matte shades. Nice pigment. Here are the shimmer metallics and look how pretty they are. Really amazing pigment. Excited. What color should I do? Before we decide that, let me show you the other products I'm going to use. I am a huge fan of the Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Color Sticks Cream Shadows. This one's Striker Rose. It's kind of like a rose goldy color. These are really great to use as your shadow base. So you put the cream shadow on first and then you put your powder shadows on afterwards. And it really gives you longevity as well as giving you great color payoff. Oh, what a pretty color. This is when you can just really have fun with stuff. So that gold shimmer that I had swatched, what if we put her on top of the cream shadow? Ooh, now we get like this really gorgeous copper. Isn't that pretty? All right, next up, what we're going to use is this Autumn Press Shimmer Powder. This is really pretty. It's kind of like a champagne color. That's a nice highlighter. What do you guys think? And then we have a couple, oh, actually we have this highlighter, the Pink Glow Highlighting Powder from Bobbi Brown. How pretty is that packaging? Almost to the point where I don't want to touch it, but I'm going to. Ooh, she's so soft. Hello, lady. Hello, lover. Oh, okay, so this is a highlighting powder, but I think this is gonna be, depending on your skin type, because it definitely is more silvery cool tone. So the first highlighter is more golden champagne. So if you have more of a warm undertone, that highlighter is probably gonna be better for you. The lighter one, the Bobbi Brown one, is a little light on me, but I think this will be really pretty towards the center of my face and maybe to highlight my brow bone or my nose or maybe a little bit on my Cupid's bow. But if you are a medium skin tone to darker and you have more warmth in your skin, this might turn a little ashy on you. So we're just gonna wanna play around with it and see, but she is very, very pretty. And then we have some fun lip stuff that I wanna try, and I'm gonna swatch those colors so you can see what those look like. So the first one is this Anastasia satin lipstick in taupe beige. How did they know I'm a nude girl and I can never have too many nude lipsticks? So let's try her out. There you go. I also got, these are from LYS Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oil in 2 shades. They came in the same package. All right, let me show you guys the 2 colors. So one's pretty much like a clear, and then this one right here definitely is giving me some color, like a nice rosy brown. Glossy Lip Treatment Oil. Oh, okay, this is Color Lovable. Sorry, I couldn't read the colors. And this is called OG. And the fourth lip product, Hey Estate Beauty, I love it, but I thought it was a mascara, my bad. But cute packaging. I'm not even sure what to call her, but it says priority on the back of it, so. Ooh, it's a gloss. I'd say it's a gloss. Nice kind of nude peachy pink. Lots of lip choices. So let's get to it with the eyes. While I love this palette, it's absolutely beautiful. It kind of feels like a vacation or like a holiday vacation in a palette. I would say that this is a little more challenging to find a full eye look in this palette. I feel like it needs a couple more matte shades to do like a crease color or a contour color in the eye. This is a really tough shade, I think, for a lot of people to wear. A pale green without a shimmer is a really tough color to wear. I also think that this yellow right here is also a tough color for a lot of people to wear, as well as this taupe. I have a lot of warmth in my skin, so this might be a little ashy on me, but if you are light to medium skin tone and more fair and have a little bit cooler tones, this is actually a really nice color for like a crease. But anyway, I think I'm gonna try Tiara color. It's kind of like a burgundy bronze. This peach color. Sol, that's sun, right? And hey, maybe a little bit of Las Lomas. Right. Maybe even some Camillo. First up, I am gonna use Little Miss Laura Mercier Caviar Stick as my eyeshadow base. I'm just gonna swatch her on my lid. It doesn't need to be perfect, guys. Just get it on there. I'm just gonna take an eyeshadow blending brush now and blend her out. The great thing is with these caviar eye sticks and they're a shimmer is that, you know, when you do a powder eyeshadow that's a shimmer and the shimmer just literally goes flying everywhere and you're like, ah, and you got all the fallout. Well, that's why these are so awesome, is that there's no fallout with a cream shadow stick. And if you are a lady who maybe is a little more mature and you're like, I don't think I can wear a shimmer, well, guess what? Yes, you can. I'm so sick of cosmetic companies and people telling us ladies who are over 40, you can't wear shimmer on your eyes. You absolutely can, and this is a great way to do it. Cream shadow sticks are much more forgiving, and you can absolutely wear a shimmer. So now that I've kind of diffused those harsh lines, and this is my eyeshadow base, all I had on my lid before was just a little bit of concealer, and of course my liner, my lashes from before. Up next, we are going to put on, I am going to use Un Sueño to get my Spanish on. I'm gonna put her right in the center, because I really want that bright color to pop. Ooh, good pigment. Now the trick with layering products is to do thin layers. So add a little bit at a time, and if you want more, then add more, but don't always start off with so much product, because the thicker the layers with the cream shadow, the concealer, the powder eyeshadow, it's gonna get really heavy. We want it to last all day. We want great pigment, but we don't want it to look like really thick, heavy layers, and then the texture on your lid is gonna get really funky. So again, I'm just kind of patting the color and pressing it into that caviar eye stick that's already on there, and then blending any of the diffuse those lines out so they're nice and soft. That's a pretty color. And when you press it versus sweeping, you're controlling that color more, so you're not gonna get a lot of flyaway like product going all over the place. Also, you can just kind of flick your brush a little bit to get the excess off if you have that problem as well. And this fluffy blending brush I'm using, there's no product on it. It's just a clean brush that I'm using to blend the color and diffuse it. So next I am going to use this kind of aubergine color, this Tiara shade. It's kind of like a burgundy bronze shade, which I really think is pretty for the holidays. This color actually would look amazing on green or blue eyes as well if you want to do a smoky eye, but not use like black or gray. It's kind of like a really rich reddish aubergine, chocolatey kind of brown, which will really make the color in green and blue eyes stand out. And of course, brown eye girls, we can use pretty much anything. All right, so I'm gonna use this color in my outer corner. My eyes do get slightly hooded, so shading in this area with a darker color is gonna disguise that hood and lift the eye up a little bit more. So I'm creating kind of like a V right here, but almost kind of like a V, following the natural shape of my eye. And with this tiny little brush, I'm just placing the color. I'm gonna go back over and blend it out a little bit with this brush. And you know, if you're trying a new color for the first time and you're like, I don't know what the heck that's gonna look like on me, then again, just use a little bit at a time. It's always easier to add color than to take it away. So I'm liking her, so I'm just gonna add some more. And I'm not going all the way into my crease. I'm kind of just doing the outer, like 3/4 of the way. And then I want to blend so that I don't have any harsh lines. All right, so far we have the cream shadow on, and then the two eyeshadows, the peach and then the aubergine in the outer corner where I really made it smoky. Next up, I think that we need a shimmer, right? Yeah, we need a shimmer. Use Sol, like sunshine. With this tiny little brush, we are gonna now pat her, starting from the inner corner and blending inward. She is very bright. And then I'm gonna just take another brush, blend over her. This is really bright gold. Ooh, there's a lot of pigment. I always like to use a shimmer in the inner corner because that really brightens the eye area up. I'm actually leaving just like a little bit of space in the center of my eye because I'm gonna reinforce that peach shade, I think. So we're creating kind of like a little bit of an ombre effect on there. Okay, so we've kind of got like a little ombre effect. Now I'm going to do a little bit on the bottom. I'm gonna use that aubergine shade again to do a little bit of liner on the bottom. So I'm gonna just use like a tiny little angled brush, and I'm gonna go in here and bring her out. Now again, I only went to about 3/4 of the way in, and then I'm just gonna kind of slightly soften that line on the bottom. I want to kind of redirect that color a little bit. So I'm going to take a little flat brush and just kind of angle the bottom wing in the direction I like. Okay guys, I've used a little bit of that aubergine color on the bottom to just do a little bit of liner. And then in the inner corner, I'm gonna bring that gold back in, and then a little bit of the peach in the center. She's a really fun palette, but she is missing some basics, I think, to create a complete eye look, because when I'm looking for a palette to use, I wanna be able to use everything in the palette on my eye. I don't have to reach for another palette. And she's just missing a couple things, but I did really overall have fun. The shimmers are really intense and sparkly, so I had fun with her. Now, I have several different lip products here I want to try, but before we get to that, I do want to use out this Bobbi Brown powder, and I think the best thing for me with this one, I'm going to use this in the center of my face because she's illuminating. So underneath the eye, maybe in this little triangle area in the center of my face to brighten. Now remember what I said, like she's on the lighter side, so I want to use her sparingly. I don't want to look too ashy or chalky. She is very sparkly. So yeah, I'm just gonna highlight kind of the center of my face with her. And now with the Autumn Pressed Shimmer Powder, I'm gonna use her as a traditional highlighter on my cheekbones. So on the highest plane of my cheek. That is very pretty. I'm like galactic shimmer now. Okay, I'm gonna take off my lip and let's try on the lip color. I did not get a lip pencil in my Glam bag, so I'm just gonna use my own. This was actually one I got in a previous Ipsy bag from Huda Beauty. Lip Contour Pencil 2.0 in Pinky Brown. Surprise, surprise, it's a nude. Just line her really quickly. I like this pencil a lot because it's really creamy. It doesn't drag so much on my lip. And I actually like to fill in my entire lip with this pencil. It gives really great staying power that way. So as you're eating and talking and stuff and drinking and your lipstick or gloss starts to dissipate or you eat it away, you're still left with something on your lip instead of like the ring around the rosy situation. You know what I'm talking about. I would really like to try the Anastasia satin lipstick in the taupe beige. Really nice nude. And since we did more of a smoky eye, I do think I want to balance it out with a lighter lip. So a lot of times if you're doing a more dramatic eye, you do want to balance it out and do a softer lip. If you're doing like the bold red lip or a dramatic lip, a little bit softer on the eye. She's pretty. She's really light. Okay, so if you ever have a lip color, you're like, I like the color, but maybe it's a little lighter than I would like it to, you can get another lip pencil that's perhaps a little bit darker than the natural shade of your lip, like 1 to 2 shades darker, and just bring in a little more color after you've already lined. I'm gonna go back over this. This is Max Spice, one of my OGs. She's a little bit warmer and deeper than the Huda Beauty pencil. I'm gonna bring in a little more definition in the bow, the Cupid's bow, to give me a little more pout. But I do really like this nude. She's pretty, I like it. What do you guys think? So do you guys see the difference that makes? Just a little bit. And you can even, if you want, take your lip pencil and color in kind of like the corners to kind of do like a slight ombre. And you know, if you mess up like I just did, you can just get your little brush and fix your lip line. Take a little powder. I tend to get like that when I eat and drink and talk and I have a lot of lip product on. I do get that little thing right there in my chin. Does anybody else get that? So if you do get that, a little extra powder on the chin, and then just kind of edge this area here too to get off any excess. I have the lip oils and this Estate Most Wanted, but I think I'm gonna try this one on top of the Anastasia because I don't wanna mess the color up too much. I like the way it looks. I just want a little bit of color and I feel like that one might change it too much. We like her. Okay, I'm so glad you're not a mascara and you're a lip balm or lip gloss or whatever it is you are, that you're not written on the packaging. It says you're a priority and you now are. You're going in my handbag. I love this. This is really nice. It feels good. So here is the finished look. I wore my holiday top just to be extra festive for you guys. So what do you think? Comment below, let me know what you think of the look. Let me know if you have any questions about the products or Ipsy and their subscription. Thank you so much for joining me on this fun tutorial. And if you haven't yet, please hit subscribe and let me know what else you'd like to see from me. Thanks again for joining me and I'll see you soon.